Great cities have their great songs, whether it's New York, Paris, or even Moscow, so why not Boston? To be sure, the city already has songs by the Standells, the Dropkick Murphys, and the Kingston Trio, but there's some competition out there from a couple of people who came to Boston as students at Berklee College of Music. The result is the Boston Song, and it's even led to the Boston Song Music Festival. We'd like to welcome the song's creators, Vincent Sneed and Eytan Nicholson. Thank you both very much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
So who made the first step on getting this all going? Was it your jingle class, Eytan?
Yeah, I took a jingle writing class at the Berklee College of Music about 2.5 years ago with John Aldrich as the professor, and just kind of liked the concepts and figured, you know, why not see if I could apply the same concepts to something different besides a product or a company. Why not do it for a city?
So what made you think of the city, though?
Of Boston?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I kind of marinated on the idea for like 1.5 years or so, and you know, worked out kind of different plans around it. And then eventually, when Vince and I started working together, and we started songwriting together, it just kind of clicked. And at that point, Boston was the most influential city on both of our lives. Yeah. And so it kind of just made sense. You know, if you're going to try out a city anthem or a city kind of theme song.
Now, the two of you are from different places. You're from Seattle, is it, Eytan?
I was born here, but I grew up over in Seattle.
And what about you, Vincent?
I was raised in Arkansas.
So how did Boston get to be so fascinating for you?
Well, for me, I didn't have an outlet for music where I was from, so I decided to, try the city where everything happens in, Boston, and so I came here. And for me, for both of us, that Boston it's a great city for anything that you want to learn or anything that you want to do. It's like Boston is the hub for it, and so that led to the project, and it led to creating the song, and it feels so good. Right?
So did this click right away? Eytan goes up to you and says, "Vincent, let's write a song about Boston." You say, "Sure." I mean, I'm thinking it was a little different than that.
He's just like, "Hey, I have an idea. I think it's gonna work." I was like, "What's the idea?" Because we always talk about different things, like
we got a lot of ideas.
A lot of ideas. He's like, "I want to write a song for Boston." I was like, "Let's do it," because I really love the city. Everything that I feel like for both of us, we were just talking about how we've grown so much from being here, and how the city offers us a lot as a musician, and then as just students, and as just progressors in business and things like that. So we felt that it was organically for us to do it, but also it was a great project for us to do as well.
We're going to show an excerpt because people should hear this and see how it works in the music video. But tell us a little bit about the video before we usher it in here.
You want to talk about it?
The video was a journey. It took about 3 months to do, and we were working with another Berklee student, Ben Myers, who's a really incredible, talented guy, and he kind of built the whole music video around events happening in Boston and around Boston. And so we have Vince singing the song, everything from the Boston Marathon to the Bruins Parade, to Fenway Park, even with the Boston City Council, just kind of going around seeing what footage we could get. And the idea was, make something that keeps people's attention, that's fun to watch and fun to sing along.
All right, we're going to bring up this excerpt right here.
I'm leaving Logan to catch the T. My destination, Blueberry Street. Yeah, I'm in Boston, and it feels so good. I'm so excited, I got my tickets to see the Pats play, and then the Celtics, and a Fenway game, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. We bump our fists up in the air. So good, so good. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. We spend the summer down at the Common, in the winter, we cheer the Bruins. The weather doesn't make the city, it's the people, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. We pump our fists up in the air. So good, so good. We're living proud, so we shout it loud. And it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. So we never really care. So good, so good. And we work all day and we pray all night. And it feels so good. Neighbors, students, every day is a chance to make new friends. Family, you and me, all the children are building community. Celebrate, always, everywhere we go, we want the world to know. And it feels so good. We pop our fists up in the air. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. So we never really care. So good, so good. And we work all day and we pray all night, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. We pump our fists up in the air. So good. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. Now I'm singing the Boston song in the only city that I belong in, and it feels so good.
Vincent, what about the musical ingredients here? Was this just totally out of the blue? You did whatever you felt like, or was there some research involved?
No, it was more, we were very careful in deciding because we wanted to create something that we love, but as well as would represent the city and the people in the city. So me and Eytan, we did like 6 months of research and just asked people about what do you love about the city? Like, what's the songs that you love to hear when you go to the bar, when you go to the events, or you at a wedding? What songs do they play? And so we also have a cover band called Sweet Tooth and the Sugar Babies. So we tested out the songs, and the major consensus that we both got was that they love anything and everything that has to do with Boston. They love, and they love specifically Don't Stop Believing from Journey, and I Got a Feeling from Black Eyed Peas. And so we both decided, it's like, why not forge the two together and try to incorporate some things that they already identify with, such as So Good from Neil Diamond's song. And we just put it together, and then from the tempo, from the instrumentation, you know, it's 128 BPM. Most people wouldn't really, that wouldn't cross your mind, but it's really, the tempo has to be to where people can dance, but also just jump around and simple.
And also sing along.
Yeah.
Part of the experiment was, before we write the song, can we create a formula? And so we did the research to figure out, you know, what's the right tempo, what's the right key signature, what's the right instrumentation, what are the influences, what to include. So first we kind of created the walls, all the boundaries, and then the experiment was see if we can write something to fit within those boundaries.
Right. And people will sing along if they know 2 words, each with 1 syllable, right?
Right. That's, you know, we figured give something musically that the city can identify with. Well, the easiest thing to do would be to take something that they musically recognize already. And, you know, every event that we go to, everyone starts cheering So Good, So Good as soon as, you know, Sweet Caroline comes on. That we figured, you know, So Good, So Good seems to be like what they enjoy yelling. Why don't we give them a little more of that?
Vincent, I have to say one thing. This is a song that's different from Boston's reputation or even its stereotype. We're supposed to be the unfriendly city, the cold city. We're fractious and tribal. We don't like outsiders. And then there's this song like this, Good Time City.
Well, I think the city has a lot more than what people really actually think it is. You know, from outsider coming in and to be accepted by my teachers and by just, you know, even the cab drivers are friendly. You know, sometimes they're not, but you know. It's like some people have bad days, some people have good days, but with the city, it's like there's so much culture here, there's so much history, and you know, when the day like this is sunny, you know, everybody is pretty much warm, and I feel that there's a lot that the city has to offer, you know, just know where to look.
Eytan, today would be a great day for the music festival, but it's scheduled for tomorrow,
It is.
and the forecast is for spotty showers. So what should people be thinking about?
Well, after this, we're going to go and figure out exactly what's going to happen with the music festival. It's been scheduled for tomorrow, the 22nd, from 5 to 10 in the afternoon. So we're trying to figure out what's the predictions, what's kind of, you know, what to expect. If it looks like it's not going to be realistic to do an outdoor music festival tomorrow, then we're going to move it to October 2nd, to the Sunday, and it'll be from 1 to 7 in the afternoon.
And the location we're talking about is?
It's at Faneuil Hall, right at the West End Promenade, right in front of Quincy Market.
And Vincent, people can also go to a website and get some up-to-the-minute updates here?
Yes, thebostonsong.com. You can also check out the music video. You can download the song for free. You know, you can get the download tune for your cell phone, and we'll keep updating everyone. And then also check us out on Twitter at The Boston Song, and we also have a Facebook up as well. The Boston Song.
And there's a festival page also. It's bostonsongfestival.com. And as soon as we know what's going to happen with it, we're going to post on Twitter, Facebook, the website, everything, so people know when to come out.
Great. Thank you both very much for the Boston Song, Vincent Sneed and Eytan Nicholson.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll have more news in just a moment.